So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Good morning, sunshine. What up?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How are you? And welcome back.
Doing absolutely fantabulous. Trying to get this thing set up. How's it going?
Better now. You know, I had to get my fangirl moment out the way. You saw that?
Come on, I saw it. I saw it. And this is Cam calling. Hold on, I don't know where he is. Cam.
Tell him we know where he's supposed to be.
Right.
Don't be standing me up.
Cam, I am in one of those little side rooms, sir. Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Okay, go ahead, take your time.
All right, I'm so sorry. Yes, Cam is on the way. He took the wrong elevator down. He was like, bro, I don't see the room.
You know what? From here on out, we're gonna have him take the stairs, but it's okay.
Right. That's right. That's actually that. You're absolutely correct.
I think having you back on the hot seat, Tam,
Okay.
like the highlight for me this year. So
Yeah.
looking up, and I'm here for it. And now, you know, I'm gonna have to sprinkle this in there. We have the human jukebox of Southern University that's gonna be out there rattling them drums too, though.
Right. That's right. That's right. Gonna be a good one.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Howdy, how are you?
Marvelous, darling, marvelous. And how are you?
I am doing very well.
Good.
Very
now,
well.
Now
Yourself?
warming up, getting all his vocals together.
Oh, wow.
Trying. Trying. It's still early.
You know, it's still early, but it's all good. And you know, as we enter into this new season of all things that's new, you all are no stranger when it comes to the world of entertainment. You know exactly what it is when they say lights, camera, action. And now they're adding a microphone and some baritones, and we're here.
Come on.
So major props going out to CBS as they present the 25th annual Super Bowl Soulful Celebration. Now, that's a mouthful, but it's just so much that's going on with that, right? But
yes, it is.
Questions that need answers.
Okay, come on, throw them at us.
Well, how is it that you decided to go from the 50-yard line to the NFL Players Choir?
You know what? I think, and I could be wrong, but I think almost every athlete has this dream to be an entertainer. Like, we all want to be singers, right? You know, we listen to music, and for a lot of the guys in the choir, as we get to know each other, their stories are very similar. Either it was they grew up in church, in the church choir, or they listened to their mom and dad had records playing around the house and they would just sing to it and they wanted to sing. So guys that are in the choir, they really do have a passion for singing. It was already there.
Right.
Now we just have a platform to bring it out.
Absolutely. Right. Now, what about you? Were you in the Cherubim Junior Church Choir and then you had to move on to football practice?
I was all of the above. Yes, I was in the church. Yes, Mama made me join the church choir, but I'm glad she did because the music is a passion of mine.
Absolutely. And I know for you, you got a backstory on this. Enlighten me because I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah. So I grew
up today. We're listening.
Yeah, I grew up in the church. That was almost my first stint with like structure. My dad would always be like, "Hey, you better stay on your notes," you know. So, who is that? You know. So yeah. So grew up in the church, singing. Always was a part of a group. Growing up, even in college, and to find the Players Choir by this young man. This young man introduced me to the Players Choir, and
well, I'll tell you how that happened. So Cam and I, we played on the Falcons together, right? And you know, in the locker room, especially on a Friday, you got half day of practice. This joker started singing. I was like, "Oh, we can sing."
Oh, that's
hey,
so that's what we're doing
for the choir. Let's go.
Right.
I love it. So hold on a second. Did you have like that one spiritual in the locker room that will pull you through? It was it Bridge over troubled waters when the game didn't go. Wasn't he an old time God when he showed up?
Come on.
Right when
Yes,
that
he is.
locker
Yes,
room
he is. Long time coming.
There it is.
It's been a long time.
With those
Long
two,
time.
you're dealing with two old souls right here too, so they're gonna definitely two old souls right here. So.
Oh, wait a second. Young blood came through the door swinging. Because you know what? I got real questions that need answers for him too now. Now, when it comes down to these spirituals, and we're talking about Soul for Sundays, we're not talking about that stuff that, you know, that jibber jabber. We're talking about some real lyrics. We're talking about some real melodies. We're talking about some unplugging from the world and tapping into the source to get our praise on for this. Now, KeShun, what you know about that?
Listen, I grew up in the church, and I was in one of those churches where my grandma required us to sing, and she required you to sit on the front row. And, you know, when you went singing, you probably was on your hands and knees praying, you know. So I definitely know about, you know, making sure your soul is anchored, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
I had one of those grandmoms that, you know, we were listening to like Dottie Peoples and stuff growing up. So I know about it. I know about it.
Exactly. Now, do you ever feel like the pressure of taking on a role of being in the NFL players choir is a little different or even more so isolated than the team effort of playing the actual game? Because there's got to be some similarities there, but I mean, now it's a spotlight and a microphone where you can't hide behind the play, your teammates, and some helmets.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought up that analogy, because at the end of the day, whether you're singing or you're playing football, when you're on a team, do your job, right? And do it to the best of your ability. And there's going to be times, even in the team sport, where you have that moment to shine and the spotlight is going to be on you.
Yeah.
Just do your best, right?
And you give it your best shot, but one thing you cannot hide passion. So people can tell if you're singing, you might not sound the best, but as long as
he's singing for the Lord,
you know. So you're bringing that joyful noise.
He didn't say pitchy and matter or not. He said make it joyful.
Absolutely.
And as y'all are here for the 25th anniversary with this Super Bowl Soulful Celebration, what does that do for you, knowing that you were spreading the light in such an anticipated event? Because, you know, everybody may not be showing up for the gospel, but when you kind of mix it in where they're coming for all the extras, and then you hear where they are.
That's right.
It's almost like a 1-2.
Yeah, I think for us, first of all, 25 years is beautiful, because nowadays it's so hard to even make it a year through something, but making it 25 years is a beautiful thing. And I feel like, you know, the good thing about it is that we have a passion behind it, we have a message behind it, and we're not just doing it just to do it. We actually are doing it to inspire, to bring people in, to show love and to share light. You know what I'm saying? It's a soulful celebration. So when you come, if you don't feel celebrated or like you're celebrating, then hey, we didn't do our part. So that's why we're doing it. You know, we want people to come and feel celebrated as well as celebrating each other, you know. So that is the most beautiful part about it. And that's what kind of keeps us going and thriving in it.
Yeah, and I mean, y'all been making some major strides with this. Last time we spoke, you on your way to America's Got Talent. And it's like y'all are hitting stages and just, I mean, entertaining the world, but I like to call it edutainment. Because, you know, it's good to see a softer side of people that we look up to for the tough guy things. You know, and here is a space where you can be transparent, you can be vulnerable, you can do something that's outside of the norm for us and our expectancies of you, and you get to show us who you really are. You know, you're really great at what you do, but now this is a little bit more of who you are and whose you are. And I'm loving it.
Come on.
I'm loving it. I mean, representation matters. So especially in the kingdom, show me what you
for sure. For sure. And unfortunately, there's so much negativity that surrounds, you know, athletes. To stand up with the united front and to show our love for Christ. And, you know, we're not perfect, but still there, like you said, we're showing that softer side. We're being vulnerable. Hopefully we're touching people. And, you know, my soft spot is with the kids. Hopefully there's a kid out there that's like, you know, I saw this and I want to pursue that. That's what I want to do. And don't let nobody tell them differently. Because I was one of the kids where they told me coming up, they said, you got to choose between sports and the arts. You can't do both. Right. And so that's hopefully that message is received.
Yeah, man, this is our light to the world. It's kind of what we do is free therapy to the world, because, you know, like some people can't afford to go to a therapist. Some people don't know God yet, but what we can do is we can share that light and we can be there to say, hey, this is who we got, this is what we represent, and if you need something, if you need that healing, look at us, and hopefully we give you that breakthrough. You know, so like I said, some people can't afford a therapist, but they can see the Players Choir on TV and say, man, I've got my breakthrough. They can see like Fantasia Barrino in The Color Purple and say, man, Celie changed my life. That's free therapy to the world, and that's what God wants us to do. You know, be that light, be that salt, and that's what we try to provide for our for the community and for the world.
I love it. You know, and then you live in this world where it's all about a hashtag and a retweet, and so many people are missing the message. They're really missing substance. You know, so when they find it in areas where they're not necessarily looking for it, that's that unique, genuine touch. And I applaud you all for stepping out on faith and doing things that's out of the norm and showing us where the cool guys really hang. Because, you know, the cool guys are really in the choir. I'm a preacher.
That's right.
My grandfather was a preacher, right? So the male chorus is taking 20 minutes to march in from the back to the front. Virginia church choir, you know what I mean? So you're being really responsible with your platform, knowing that this is just an expansion of it. And football, it was definitely a tool for you. But if you had to pick one of your favorite songs that y'all gonna perform out here, I mean, because now hold on now, let's just be clear. It's got some heavy hitters. It's hosted by Cedric, the entertainer. You got Tichina, Arnold. Then you got Earth, Wind, and Fire. Did anybody say Earth, Wind, and
Come on?
I'm talking about
Earth, Wind, the elements.
And I did say Southern University's Human Jukebox Drumline. Did I not tell y'all?
Come on.
Okay, you got Robin Thicke, and I mean Mary, and
Mary.
NFL Players Choir is in the midst of all that, and you had to pick that heavy hitter that's gonna just bam. What is your favorite song that y'all gonna perform, or that y'all usually rehearse?
You know what? In order to find out, go to Ticketmaster.com for those that are in the Vegas area. Click the link, buy now, and I need to see your face in the place at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And if you're not in Vegas, then go on and get in front of that TV Saturday night. Watch it with us. We're not giving no secrets away. You're not gonna get that.
You gotta be there.
You know what?
Don't get there.
You got a future in politics.
Get there.
You got a future in politics. I just knew I was about to get the inside scoop. And I'm bringing my popcorn. This time I'm gonna bring my communion. I'm gonna have me some grape juice, and I'm gonna be ready for y'all.
All right.
Yes.
I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. So as you have things going on and you make your way to Louisiana, come on down. We got you with all the etouffee, all the beignets, and we'll run a couple of blocks to get it off. So that's all I need to know. Who
You know, you were talking about the Falcons earlier. You know, I had to just go ahead and just.
Now, I ain't want to start no real stuff in here because we're supposed to be on the same playing field right now. But you know, Listen, I know y'all got more work to do, so I'm gonna let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Come on. Not a thing that you can do about it. Love you too. Keep being a light.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Go out there and sing it like you mean it, honey. Let the Lord do it.